Hey there, YouTube. California Prepper here. This is going to be a video entry to SurvivalKraft's 100 sub appreciation giveaway he has going on. He has a pretty cool giveaway going on, guys. If you haven't checked it out, he's giving away a pretty cool knife. It's a Kershaw. If you guys don't know, that's one of California Prepper's favorites. Yes, I started referring to myself in the third person. My wife hates it, so I'm going to do it forever. So, like I said, the California Prepper loves Kershaws, and he's giving away an awesome Kershaw knife, and also he's giving away a moleskin journal to make as your knife design diary. Now, this here, I'm sad to say, most of us knife people and knife collectors, whatever you want to call us, have one of these type books. It has all our designs, what we like, what we don't like, little things that we remembered from other knives that we kind of all jammed together and kind of put into our own knife, so sort of say. So these are some of the designs I have. Obviously, you see this book spin through the ringer. It's all taped back together and drawn on, colored on. My kids have got a hold of it and ripped half the pages out. But right here is one of my first designs for a fixed blade knife, and I actually did end up making this knife, but and I did make the handle and everything. I completely whittled this out of a piece of wood, but as I was trying to get the blade into it, it ended up splitting and killed it. So I had to figure out a new way. That was my first attempt at getting the blade into a handle, and it did not work out so good. So had to try a new way. So scratch that one, and let's see, what else do we have here? This was a blade idea that I had. My mom had some old kitchen knives that she was getting rid of, and I found this really cool one, and I brought it home, and I had an idea if I cut it down a certain way, I could make a really cool bushcraft knife out of it, and it was a really strong steel. But I found out it was a real brittle rat tail knife, and it just wasn't going to be durable enough for what I wanted to use it for. So we scratched that idea as well. Here's a little idea I had for a Mora sheath. Trying to figure out some stuff you can do to a sheath for a Mora. There's really not much you can do with it other than wrap it in paracord and throw some Ranger bands on there, and throw a ferrocerium rod inside of that and wrap it up some more. I mean, other than that, you gotta go out and buy yourself something for it. So I came up with a couple other things, but haven't really done them yet. So that's that. The rest of the stuff is really just stuff that my kids have gotten into. I was gonna get another book, but I haven't got around to it yet. So I've just been using regular construction computer paper and stuff. So this is the design that I'd like to share with you guys today. This is my favorite design that I've come up with. Yes, the knife is supposed to be that way. It's a reverse spear point blade. This is the cutting edge at the bottom. Since this is a fantasy knife, it would be made out of Damascus steel or carbon steel, at least a 1055. This design I came up pretty much with out of my own head. Just sat down and started drawing, and this is what came out. Kind of incorporated a couple designs I like from other knives that I thought of, so took all those little ideas, compounded it down into one little knife, and this is what I came up with. Back here we have a stainless titanium pommel to where you can pound in your steaks, you can crack your nuts, you can do whatever you need to do with it. Right here we have a lanyard hole to where you can put your paracord through it, wrap it around your wrist, no worries about it flying off whenever you're doing whatever you need to do. Now, when I was designing this knife, I thought of it sort of as I did, or sort of got an idea from this knife here, which is, dang it, it's the second time that's fallen over, the Gerber Freeman Guide Folder. Now this knife, either they have a folder version or a fixed blade version. Now if I handed you this folder knife and did not tell you it was a folding knife, you would think it's a fixed blade because of how sturdy and how strong it is. There's no blade rock, there's absolutely, I mean, this is the toughest, sturdiest knife I've ever held, and it's a Gerber for under $20. The lockup's a little tight, but like I said, it's a really sturdy knife, and it's meant to be strong and do some work. So I kind of incorporated that into this, so this could either be a folding knife or a fixed blade. Now, if you wanted the folding knife, it would have the little speed safe folding thing at the bottom, to where you can flip it out rather quickly. Up here it has the ambidextrous thumb studs, have some gimping on the top. Here we have some G10 textured non-slip grips on a titanium handle. Here we would have a steel liner lock, because I am a liner lock fan for some reason. I just feel a little more safe with it. And that's it. This is the design I came up with. I really like it, and if I ever get all the materials I need to build a complete knife, this is definitely going to be one of the top designs I take into mind to make myself. I really like how this knife turned out, and I would love to carry it. I also went a little farther and came up with a couple sheath ideas. This would be the sheath for the folder version, and you could either wear it horizontally or vertically like that. Dang it. Like that. There are pockets, and inside the pocket there would be a removable sharpening stone, because one of the worst things in the world is having a dull knife when you need a sharp one. So having a removable sharpening stone with you at all times would be awesome. Plus there will be an extra pocket at the bottom, so you can throw whatever you want in there. You know, you need a couple Tylenol, aspirin, whatever, throw them in there just in case. You know, your meds for the day, whatever. Down here, this is the fixed blade sheet that I came up with. When I was coming up with this sheet, I really wanted to come up with something like the Bear Grylls model knife. My buddy got one of those, and I was really impressed by the sheet that came with it. It had the sharpening stone, it had a ferrocerium rod, everything. He wrapped some paracord around it, and it was just awesome. So I kind of wanted to make a sheath like that had a little bit of everything on the sheath. So here we have three different sharpening stones. We have the coarse, medium, and fine. Down here we would have the diamond sharpener. We'd have a ferro rod up here. Now this would be just a basic Kydex sheath, and we would wrap it in paracord, so we would have the basics of what we needed, and we would always have a sharp knife. Now, like I said about this knife, I'm not sure if I pointed this out to you, but another part of the design in this knife, I designed it with the ferro rod striker, like a lot of the new knives they're coming out with, so you won't have to worry about doling up the sharp edge of your blade to stripe your ferro rod. You can do it right there in the spot where it's designated for it, and it's a perfect round circle that you can really grip your ferro rod with and get some nice sparks with. So once again, there's the design I came up with. Hopefully you guys can see it and liked it. I'd like to give a couple shout outs while I'm here. My first shout out's going to be to RPMIDAHO. He's up to 169 subs. Congratulations, brother. You have a great channel and you really deserve it. Hopefully we can get you up to 200. I'd really love to see you get there. Next up, I'd like to give a shout out to Hammer 357 Mag. He's up to 70 subs. This guy has an awesome channel. He has a lot of great videos, and I really appreciate him commenting on all mine and watching my videos, and want to give him a little support back. So make sure to go check these guys out. I'll put their links in the bottom, and hopefully you'll check them out. So that's going to do it for me. I'm going to go get me some lunch, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. So, talk to you later. California Prepper out.